Alright, so we got some brand new Dragon Ball Sparking Zero gameplay here, recorded from Anime Expo. And again, I want to thank you all for the support, by the way, in the recent videos. I know you guys have been fiending for some new Dragon Ball Sparking Zero gameplay, and I do have this video out here for today. Besides this, I think the next video I have will actually be the last video of gameplay I will unfortunately have gotten from Anime Expo. You know, you could only go like and play one fight at a time, then it'd go back in line, and the line was pretty long. You know, there was well, I wouldn't say pretty long all the time, but there's a lot of people who wanted to play the game, right? So of course they wanted to give everyone the chance. And anyways, besides that, if you guys have been enjoying the content, feel free to leave a like and subscribe. You know, and that's all I want to say regarding that. So regarding this gameplay here specifically, I did want to use base Gogeta because I feel like I hadn't seen a lot of like base form Gogeta. We've seen blue Gogeta and Super Saiyan Gogeta, but I feel like base form Gogeta was not really seen too much, so getting him in action was nice. Now, one thing I want to point out regarding the camera, I feel like the camera sometimes, like, because the gameplay I feel like is a lot faster than BT3, the camera almost feels like it's hard to keep up with some things sometimes, which is a little annoying, especially if you like mate with an attack like I did earlier. That, you know, kind of sucks. One other thing I've noticed is the explosive wave attack that some of these characters have could be super annoying when they're trying to do combos against these CPUs. But I started to go ahead and land a few things. At this point, I was getting more and more comfortable with the controls and, you know, getting some things landed together, like you see right there, the knockdown into the Kamehameha. I did have the bars of ki available to do that, and we finished Trunks off in a pretty sweet and easy combo, right? I did decide to go to blue there. I don't think we've seen the base form to blue transformation, so that was pretty cool to see. And I was like here experimenting a little bit. Okay, like what exactly kind of combos you could start by stunning with ki blast a little bit, and you know, there's a fair amount of things you could do. And see right there, if I had the ki again, I could have followed up with some sort of like blast attack. I really do like, you know, the dash follow-up. I think that's really cool, and that is something that was in BT3 that you can still do here, which is awesome. See, blue Goku did go ahead and counter me right there, but I started kicking it back and forth right there with Gogeta. I think Gogeta has a lot of kicks in here, which is really sweet. I wanted to show off the Stardust Breaker, which hit from a pretty good distance still, and you see the damage it did on the rocks, which is cool. I played a little bit of Super Saiyan 2 Goku, and we see here he has an instant transmission Kamehameha as a normal special, which I think is really nice. It can allow you to get a lot of coverage and trackage. Here is the, what's it called, Sonic Sway, another like look at that too. I think the Sonic Sway is pretty cool. And here I try to do like some combos, but Gogeta kept just blocking no matter what I did. And you see right there, again, if Gogeta or any character, if they block your heavy attack that you charge up, it actually pushes you back and it leaves you open. So you got to keep that in mind there. And you see right there, that's what base Gogeta did in terms of the AI. But again, here, I really do like that kickdown move right there. I think it just leaves them open for combos pretty easily. I feel like my up heavy right there actually broke down through his guard because I think he was guarding low. And that's basically what happened right there. I started go ahead to land some additional combos. I had to drop it right there. I don't know, this AI Gogeta, I feel like out of the two AIs that were probably the best in the demo right there, it was definitely the base Gogeta or just Gogeta in general, and then the Super Broly were really annoying. I was actually like, okay, that looked pretty cool right there. When I knocked Gogeta around, of course you could still like kick him around and then start attacking them from behind, and that leaves them very open in terms of other different combos. We've seen this attack before, but I think this is a little bit of a cleaner look at it, where we have Super Saiyan 2 Goku show off the move he did against Kid Buu specifically, which is pretty cool. Right here, decided to switch to Tien to get some other characters again. Near the end of the like footage I was able to record, I wanted to get a bunch of characters that I had not really shown off too often, so that was really cool. And that right there is like a little counter that Tien has with the like revenge counter buttons by pressing triangle circle on the classic control specifically. And yeah, that looks pretty cool. So when you finish an enemy off with like that knockdown heavy, you're able to see that it does like a little cinematic there. And here's Tien's windscreen. I don't know, I actually had shown that before in the past specifically, but there it is right there. All right, so we have early Piccolo again. I feel like there's like very little early Piccolo. And you see right here, there is special dialogue. Piccolo right here, the Earth is mine to conquer. Leave this planet before I kill you, Vegeta, which is crazy. The Vegeta bites back right here. And I actually do think this is really cool dialogue to see. It makes sense that Scouter Vegeta and early Piccolo would have some dialogue, but I don't think that has actually been shown before. So it is great to see, like, you know, all these different like dialogues that the characters do have in the game. It's very, very nice. And yeah, man, that knockback after the dash kick is like so far, and it just creates so much distance for you to again charge. I think Ki especially, Ki is super important in this game. I think, you know, to do just a lot of chunks of damage at the end of your combos, Ki is going to be really, really good for vanishing and things like that. There's Piccolo's grab, and it seems like you could actually combo off of that, because it just knocks him right into the ground right there, especially if you're close to the ground. You're able to definitely combo off there, which is really, really cool to see. And here we're just, you know, doing our thing, showing what Piccolo's combo strings look like specifically. Vegeta vanished behind me and started knocking me away. Then you see right there, it's a thing that I was trying to do, and I think I pull up the menu for that. But what the AI did is they did a thing called, I forgot what the exact term, it's literally going to be brought up right here, but it's called the chase change essentially. And if you're attacking during a chase or anything like that, you could actually switch into another character mid combo and continue with the other character, which I think it was a little weird to try and pull off, and I don't think I actually ever pulled it off. I'm likely going to go to Evo, so if I do go there, I'm going to go ahead and try to get that off, because that could be a really interesting way to be able to string together different combinations of attacks that other characters have. I think that's a really cool thing that they added. Again, I don't believe that was in Budokan Tenkaichi 3, so that's pretty cool. And you see there some of the stage destruction with the buildings on the inside and everything like that. I do switch to, I think it's just, I forgot which Vegeta that I actually had on the team specifically. But I may or may not switch to him soon. Again, I actually got this footage a few days ago at this point, right? It's like post-recording audio. So I'm trying to remember exactly what I was thinking when I was doing all this stuff. Okay, and I think, yeah, I start charging up here. Okay, so I do the full power thing right there. Vegeta does hit me with the Big Bang attack though, right? I was open and it canceled that, so that was a little annoying. Yeah, this is a Super Saiyan Dragon Ball Super Vegeta. And I did a little side step right there to get behind him, but again, the explosive wave, man, that attack is gonna be so annoying online. I think especially too, that attack is just gonna annoy me so much. I think I tried to land the grab right there, but I could not do that, unfortunately. All right, but we just keep going and comboing through this guy, and yeah, see, it's like sometimes that heavy does not connect. I think if you wait too long for it to connect and then you just whiff. So that's a thing, right? You got to keep that in mind. There we did a little like guard counter right there, and Ki blast him, finish him off basically right here is what I believe. And then we see that the Scouter Vegeta does come back. I think I tried to get the Majin Buu out sooner than later, just because again, Majin Buu is another character I feel like we had not seen too much of him. Oh, one last thing I did, this like little install right there, I'll get you for this. It's like the Rage Vegeta, of course. It's basically like a move where you just get your full sparking meter up, but it's essentially like Rage Vegeta, right? And of course, you can see that as you're comboing with the sparking mode, you could basically just infinitely combo as much as you want. I do go ahead and get his impact move right there. This looks pretty cool. With that little punch right there, yeah, that looks super, super sick. But we did finish off Scouter Vegeta, so sooner than later, I do bring up Majin Buu. Majin Buu is in this gameplay, don't worry about that. Another character that we had not really seen too often, though, is, again, the Super Saiyan Vegeta, so I wanted to make sure we get him as well, because, again, when people pick Super Vegeta, they, like, with the Dragon Ball Super Vegeta, a lot of the times they pick, like God Vegeta or Blue Vegeta, but a lot of people did not actually do base or Super Saiyan, so I wanted to get that. I thought Majin Buu's R looked pretty cool right there. And then I think right here I land the, like, I forgot what the exact move is called. No, but the little, like, gum thing he does right there, and then he just, like, sits on you. That's really cool. But I find that actually is super easy to combo with, and you can't really combo after it knocks the enemy on the ground from what I tried to do right there, but it can leave them open for some certain setups since it leaves them pretty close to you, I feel like. So that's going to be interesting to see how that works in the future. I think I also try to get sleep off, right? Sleep essentially is pretty good still. Actually, no, we're running out of time. I wanted to get sleep off, but unfortunately I couldn't. I think I got sleep in another recording or with beers or something, but sleep is pretty good. It gives you basically like an HP bar back, some key, and it's actually relatively quick. So if you're able to create the distance, which I find very easy to do in this game, you're able to get that. And I guess one thing's off with the Majin Buu windscreen, not like the biggest amount of gameplay today, but I got a good amount of stuff here. So let me know what you guys think. I will have more gameplay later this week, my final video. I will also be doing a breakdown, or I guess a thing talking about my review and what I think about Sparking Zero. Maybe even closer to the end of the month after Evo potentially. We'll see though. Thanks all for watching, and of course I will catch you all in the next video. Peace out.